Hello everyone, welcome to Telangana Exam Center. Today we'll be talking about the part 3 of Telangana State at a Glance released in the year 2024. Okay, let us go ahead in our topic and let us also see that how many chapters we have completed because of the group 1 examinations. So I have not uploaded for 7 days because you are anyhow preparing for it and watching this video. Okay, trying to add some points from here will again become a burdensome process, right? So that is the reason what I have done is that I have stopped for 7 days. Now again we are starting this particular series and we'll try to complete it at the earliest before the group 2 examination. With regard to the courses, with regard to the material, that whatever we are doing, that will be the information of that will be presented in the description. So you can please go to the description and you can get the information with regard to this. The payment links will be provided there only. So let us start our discussion. As you all know that we have already done 2 parts. We are in the 3rd part of it and there are almost 24 chapters we have to complete. So we are in the 1st chapter of it. The first chapter that we have dealt is, this one was already over. If you see here, we have done with the characteristic or demographic features of Telangana state that we have already done. Okay, this chapter was over. Then we have to go towards demographic characteristic. This was also we have completed. Then literacy population and the literacy rate, all this we have already done. Then caste wise, scheduled caste population literacy and scheduled tribes population literacy, all this we have done. Okay, this was all over. Now let us go ahead with the next important topic here. Age wise group population was also completed. This was also done, right? GSDP gross rate, this was also done. We have completed in our last class. So I have clearly told you that. Even I have told you how to understand and how to understand the values with regard to this. That was also done to you. Okay, so you can see here GVAS basic prices. So it is never be called as what GDP of GSDP of the state. Why? Because whether it is GDP or whether it is GSDP, at this price it is not called as what GDP or GSDP, because this is the price at which they are basically levied or imposed on the cost of production. Means the manufacturer how much cost he will incur. So the cost of manufacturing is called as what GVA basic prices, and this is obviously this is on this price he is not going to sell in the market. So he has to add what taxes on it and he has to subtract what subsidies on the products. Okay, so then we will get around 13,08,034 crore rupees of our GSDP is there in the year 2022 to 2023, and in the year 2023 to 2024 it is advanced estimate. AE means it is just increased to 14,63,000 crores. Remember this point. That comes to around 10% of the growth rate in the GSDP. Okay, right. This is the gross state domestic product at the constant prices. This is not important for the examination point of view. What is that you have to remember here is just the end value of it. Okay, GSDP at constant prices, if they ask you in the examination, your answer will be 7,15,000 crore, and the year 2023 to 2024 advanced estimate it is 7,67,000 crore. One point you have to remember, we have already seen that GSDP at current prices is around 14 lakh crore and GSDP at current prices is around 7 lakh crore. So there is almost a 50% reduction with regard to the current prices and constant prices. Remember this point. With this we can also understand that the prices of the commodities might have increased to 50% from 2011 to 12 base year of GDP to 2023 to 2024. This also, so in 10 years of the time, so the inflation has increased to 50%, we can say. Why? Because the constant prices are standing at 7,67,000, whereas the current prices are starting at 14 lakhs. So that is around 50% increase in the difference between the constant and current. That actually reflects the inflation. Okay, that is not the end. I am just telling you in the normal way that how you have to analyze. There are other factors are also there. Some what may happen that it is possibility will be there that the number of items that we are producing in 2011 and 12 will be like 100, but the number of items we are producing in 2023 will be what 200. Okay, then 200 more production will be there. No, then also you will get increased number of value also. This also can be a scenario. Okay, but I have given a scenario of only inflation. Remember this point. Okay, now let us see the growth rates. Growth rates are very important. In that, first of all, first growth rate that we will see is 2022 to 2023 19.2%, whereas in 2023 to 2024 17.9%. So primary sector is 19.2, 17.9. Primary sector is 19.2, 17.9. Please do remember this way. Then in the secondary sector, we'll see that 16.6, 16.4. Both of them are 16, 16, so no need to worry. Okay. Then tertiary sector that we are having here is tertiary sector is 64.2, 65.7, 64.2, 65.7. Please do buttify with me. That is very, very important for your examination. Okay. So that is what you have to do for the group 3 and group 2. Primary sector 19.2, 17.9, secondary sector 16, 16 as I already told you. Obviously, the highest contributor to the GSDP is the sector, service sector, which is around 60. 60 you remember, 64, 65 like that you remember. Okay. So that is about the primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector growth rate. Now we'll see, okay, in that agriculture growth rate is how much? Agriculture growth rate is like this 15.8, this you remember. And what one more point you have to remember is it decreased from the previous year. This is a very important analysis that you have to do. They may ask you in the examination how to make the paper hard and make it more competitive for the students. Remember this point. Okay. Now, the primary sector growth rate that we have seen 19.2, 17.9, it is also decreased. This also you have to remember. The primary sector consists of what? Cropping sector, livestock, forestry and logging, fishing and aquaculture. Remember one point here, primary sector is actually broadly divided into two subsectors. Okay. Agriculture, livestock, forestry and fishing, mining and quarrying. These are the two main headings under the primary sector. If you see in agriculture, livestock, forest and fishing, cropping sector has grown by 7.5%, livestock sector has grown by 7.4%, forestry and logging is ranking fourth, fishing and aquaculture is third. So here you can understand that if they ask you within the agriculture and allied sector, which one of the following sector is the highest contributor? It is a cropping sector is highest contributor, followed by livestock 7.4. Then the third one is here fishing and aquaculture 0.6. Okay, and forestry and logging. If they ask you the agriculture, livestock and forestry and logging, if they ask you like this, then you have to write this one. But if they ask you that within the primary sector, because primary sector according to this particular document is inclusive of these two sectors. So when they ask you that which one of the following are the second highest growth rate sector in primary sector, if they have used it, then you can see that here cropping sector is 7.5, livestock has grown by 7.4, ranking 1, ranking 2. Then third comes here mining and quarrying. This is a change you will get when you talk about the primary sector. But if you're talking about only the first, second, third and fourth within the agriculture and allied sector, 1, 2, 3, 4 will come. If they are asking the question within the primary sector, then you will get 1, 2, then you will get what? Mining and quarrying. This is an important analysis. Please don't forget it and try to concentrate on this lecture properly. So when we come to the manufacturing, the secondary sector includes manufacturing, electricity, gas and water supply and construction. So here also the highest contributor to the secondary sector, the subsector that contributes highest to the secondary sector is manufacturing 9.6%, followed by construction, and the least contributor sector to the secondary sector is 1.8%. Okay, whenever you are reading the sectoral growth rate, it is important that you have to read the latest data. Okay, but if they want to make it little bit harder, they will ask you the increase decrease. So you have to also know the increase decrease for your better, means you have to crack it. So this decreased, okay, this decreased, again this remains the same. So they may ask you that according to latest economic outlook 2024, consider the following statements. They may give the first statement: manufacturing sector has decreased from the previous sector, electricity, gas and water supply has decreased from the previous year, construction sector has been remained stagnant. Like that they may ask you. All the three statements are right. So make sure that you remember this way. Okay. Then we are having the growth rates with regard to tertiary sector. As you see that tertiary sector consists of n number of sectors like public administration is there, real estate is there, financial services is there, communication services, storage is there, transportation is there. In that road transport, rail transport, air transport, all the transport is there. Okay, trade, repair, hotels and restaurants. Now let us see the service sector is classified into four important categories. First one is trade, repair, hotels and restaurant. This is the one category. Sixth one. Then the seventh one is transport, storage, communication services related to broadcasting. Okay. Then eighth one is financial services. Ninth one is real estate, ownership of dwelling and professional services. 10th one is public administration. Okay. These are the four important components under the service sector. And if you see here, in trade, in all the service sector, the highest growth rate has been seen in real estate ownership of dwelling. This is 23.4% growth rate has been achieved by real estate ownership of dwelling and professional services. The second highest growth rate was recorded by trade and repair services, that is 18.1%. That is 18.1%. Top three you have to remember. So we have got here, you can see we have got real estate, we got here 23.4%, whereas we have got the trade, hotel, repair and services 19.1%. Now let us see, we have got which one we have got. Then the third highest contributor to the service sector is, with regard to the growth, it is transport, storage, communication services related to broadcasting, 7.6%. So first we are having real estate, okay, trade and repair is the second one, transport, storage, communication services, this is the third one. So this is the chronological order of the contribution, subsector contribution to the service sector. So I guess the growth rate are also completed here. Let us go ahead. Okay, constant contribution and the constant practice is not important for the examination, so leave it. Okay, this is a very good analysis. I really love this particular area. Okay, 2014 the GSDP of Telangana was just 5 crores and 5 lakh crores, and we have seen that by 2023 to 2024, in 10 years we have become what, double of that, more than 10 lakhs, nothing but 14 lakhs our GSDP is there. So that we have actually recorded double, like more than 100% growth rate with regard to GSDP. Okay, so you can see 5 lakh became 14 lakh, 5 lakh became 5 into 2 is 10, then again you add another 50%, so almost like 150% growth rate that we have seen. Okay, with regard to Telangana, India, this is 1 crore 24 lakhs and it became what, 2 crore 93 lakhs, almost 3 lakhs. So little bit better we are here. So okay, the 1 became 2 and 1 crore became 2 crore there. We have become 5 became here, 5 lakhs became 14 lakhs. So Telangana, let us, according to the rankings, according to the growth rate, Telangana's GSDP growth rate was 11.9%, whereas of India is 9.1%. This question was also asked in Group 1 examination comparing with India. Then annual average growth rate of Telangana from 2014 to 15 to 2023 to 2024 is 12.7%, whereas the same goes with India is 10.1%. So in both the years, like in the latest year and also in the average growth rate, Telangana is far more doing better than was all India average. Okay, again constant prices is not important. Per capita income and the growth rate, let us see. Per capita income here, okay, they have given a very long list, so let us go here, let us try to see it this way so that you will have a clarity here. Okay, 2024 the per capita income of Telangana 1,24,000, now it has become 3,47,000, so very big jump. Whereas for all India it was 86,000 per capita income in 2014 to 2015, it becomes 1,83,000. So with regard to Telangana, the growth rate that we have seen is per capita income growth rate in Telangana 2014 was 10.6%, now it is 11.4%. The per capita income growth rate of India in 2014 to 15 is 9.5%, it is now 8.1%. Okay, I hope this is all clear to you. For Group 1 examination, you have tried the per capita income trends. So in future, if they conduct the examination, so you have to pick up some of the years in this and you can present it in a answer sheet. That's all about it. I hope this is all clear to you. I'll be coming in the next class with a more lecture. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a nice day. Good to go. Don't waste your time. Every second counts. And make sure that you see in the description and to be a part of us and empower us. Thank you.